take it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Got room to work. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Reynolds. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They make the stop, but not before the change move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's got an open man.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch. You can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Big guy smells it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pierce. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They want to run it left here. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Martin. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over BYU. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Might be changing the route. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On On the ground, it's Martin. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Jordan. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Carry-On. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. The offense changing the play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Glenn. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Martin. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Martin. Turning it on. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And that last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's second and goal. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
One thing this defense prides themselves on is their preparation. And they knew coming into this game they were going to see option on fourth down. All 11 guys defensively are ready for it. The quarterback,
he uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They corral it at the 11-yard line. Chains will move as they try to put one up before the break.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Off the play fake on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Hayes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Carry-on. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Finds his big tight end. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Pierce. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running behind that left side. He's past the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground. From the gun,
give on the inside. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Martin. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They want to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite tracks.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turn.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grab near the marker. It's carry on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great
time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot.
Touchdown, Sooner! Fit it in the window for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Coming out with it, it's Pierce. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the direct snap, it's Hayes. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wants to adjust the pattern. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw it again. Looking for a huge play. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some post?
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throwing right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages. And
unleashes one deep. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to find the end zone. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked himself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Minnesota. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I think they keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seen the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They march 78 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different